Hello there, Dick Benedict here. We're playing Heavenly Sword on Hell difficulty. This is my guide and walkthrough for the aforementioned title and difficulty. We're currently on 4-7. It's entitled To Kill a Fox. Most people regard this as the hardest mission in the game. You're going to be doing melee combat with him on the first two phases. In Phase 3, it's all clones. Phase 2 has some clones. Phase 1 has no clones. Remember, there's no checkpoints in this game. You want to go after the pots in between the bars up there early on, because you're not going to be able to deflect anything back to break those pots in Phase 3, because you're not going to be interacting with him directly in Phase 3. So get those pots either in Phase 1 or 2. So they kind of tease you with them, but they're highly possible to break. One of my pots over here actually fell into the falls, and I didn't get any health refills, but I think it was one of these. Let's check this out. See, it fell into the falls, but I didn't get credit for it. Okay, so he's going to be sending blades at you. If it's a thin blade, it's the blue one, and you're going to be in the normal stance to block that and parry it. Actually, do you block it? No, you just parry it. So if he sends the blue one at you, you don't have to hold the shoulder buttons. You just press triangle when it's coming at you, and when it makes contact with you, just press triangle and then guide it back to him or to the pots, depending on if you want to hit him or if you want some health back. And if it's a large blade, it's going to be the power stance one that you're deflecting back, and he does a lot of wind up to the power stance one. See, with the blue one, he just throws it pretty quickly. I don't even think he spins necessarily, but with the orange one, he spins a lot, so there's a lot of wind up to it. So you could tell he's going to do that one. I know it still requires a lot of reflexes, and it's tough. It is a tough fight, but that's how you know which one of those he's sending back your way. And he's a big blocker, so you're going to have to look in the combo list and find the block breaking attacks to get through this guy's guard, because he puts up a heavy defense. Okay, I still think we're on Phase 2 now. So Phase 2, he's going to start in the normal tradition, and then he's going to spawn some clones. There's 2 at first, then 3, and then in Phase 3 there's just a ton of them. So 3 health refills. Oh, when he grabs you, just mash circle, because you're going to be pressing circle, I think, twice. And since this game is so strict about having the player press the button so quickly, you might as well just mash them. The clones are not that hard, but they still block a lot, and they can do block breaking moves on you and unblockable attacks, and some pretty deadly red attacks. I got killed by a red attack by a clone that I was dealing with, and it just ripped me up at the end, and I was just thrown off guard. So and since there's going to be a lot of clones, you might wonder, should I use ranged attacks and L1 plus square and triangle? You can try. I didn't really mess around with it too much. It is a very weak attack, but if you want to try using the ranged stance, and because the combos might hit the clones better than just normal, because just pressing L1 and square is not going to do anything to them. But if you go for a full-fledged combo, then you might even break their guard and deal some damage to them. So I didn't try it, but that's only because I know how block happy they are. So just always send those blades back to him, and I don't think you can parry him either. I don't think so. Okay, so now he's on his final health bar. I don't even know where he is. It doesn't matter though. There's a whole bunch of these clones over here, and you're just gonna have to work your way through them, kill them all, and realize that that this is the end. There's no more fighting with them. So if you just deal with all the clones, then the fight's over pretty much. And this is what I meant, guys, about not getting this pot. Oh, there he is. He's up there. So you want to save this pot until the end. because like I said, you're not going to be able to throw any projectiles back when you're not going to be interacting with him directly. So I had a lot of problems with this at first. I even had problems when I was going through normal. I couldn't remember how to send back that blue blade, and also the timing for the attacks. I'm slumming with the PS3 controller. I've been using the PS4 controller the whole time, but I have both systems hooked up, so I don't want to keep switching back and forth between them. Like I say, slumming with the PS3 controller, so I think the timing is the same pretty much for both controllers. But my timing, I was too early on my parries when I was sending those projectiles back. So if that's happening to you, try waiting like half a second more and then sending them back. It might get you, to your goal more. Because when he was throwing those projectiles at me, she wasn't sending them back because I wasn't blocking at the right time. I like this fight. It's a real cool environment over here. I don't know what you call this, sort of birdcage or something. I have no idea. But that's it. To Kill a Fox completed with 3 glyph points. Take care.